You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the January 10th meeting of the Michigan City Police Civil Service Commission. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
This is the January 10th, 2024 regular meeting of the Michigan City Police Civil Service Commission. I think before we start the meeting, I'm going to ask everybody to rise. We'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Take a roll call. Commissioner Sun? Here. Commissioner Kraus? Here. And Commissioner Matzke is here, so we have a quorum. We're going to do things a little out of order today since we have some award ceremony that we were notified about yesterday. So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried. Under old business, we have applicants in process. Currently, we had just sent down 6 applicants to PERF. All 6 of those have been approved. I believe their paperwork is being sent down, their finalized paperwork is being sent down, and there's a plan to maybe hire around the first week of February. Do we have an official date for that yet, or no?
February 5th, or if it's back in time, not February 19th. So.
Okay. And we'll put out more information about that. That process that will be held at City Hall, is that where you'd like it done?
Yes.
Okay. So City Hall, either the 5th or the 19th. Again, the chief will put out more information about that when the time comes. Then we currently have 1 lateral transfer who's been approved and will be going to PERF as well from the Lake County Sheriff's Department, I believe.
Yeah.
True?
Yes.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
get that date set up with retired Sergeant Havlin. He's the head of the Secretary of the Pension Board. He takes care of setting up appointments and that. And I think there'll be a second one also, but we have to discuss that one.
Okay. So before we do the probationary officer reports, I'll give it over to Chief Corley and we can start the award ceremony.
Thank you. I'd like to call up Officer Josh Callahan. Here. Officer Josh Callahan, on the 29th day of June 2023, he was subject of a life-saving award. During the Firefighter of the Year presentation at the Exchange Club, the fire recipient was recognized for a fire response at Travel Inn on Saturday, June 29th, 2023, where a citizen was pulled from the fire. During the acceptance speech, it was stated an unknown officer with the Michigan City Police Department was pivotal in rescuing this subject along with the fire department. Looking into the call for service, it was determined that Officer Josh Callahan was first on scene. In review of his body camera footage, Officer Callahan retrieved a breaching tool from his vehicle, ran to the second floor of the hotel where large flames were protruding from the room well above the roof line. The adjacent room had a subject staying inside where smoke had began filling the room. Officer Callahan breached the exterior window, yelling for the occupant to exit. With Officer Callahan's loud commands, the occupant made his way to the window and was pulled to safety by Officer Callahan and the fireman. After the occupant was cleared safely, Officer Callahan stayed near the fire and assisted the fire department with pulling equipment, water lines up to the second floor to assist them. Officer Josh Callahan, your actions personify the spirit of cooperation of all law enforcement officers and emergency responders and are in keeping with the highest standards of the Michigan City Police Department. For this action, I award Officer Josh Callahan with this life-saving award. Mayor, would you like to come up, take a picture?
These tables,
That pretty up picture.
big old cover.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Good job. Come on for a minute. It's time, Corporal Mike Elkins, Porter Fire Chief Jay Craig and K9, and Porter Firefighter Jacob Cohen, please come forward. All right, so Corporal Mike Elkins, Porter Fire Chief Jay Craig, and Porter Firefighter Jacob Cohen was on the first day of September 23rd, the subject of a life-saving award. On September 1st, 2023, Ms. Shannon Friggin Mitchell walked away from her house in Green Acres. She has dementia and is a fall risk. She has memory issues, having walked off before and was found in the complex, but was unaware of where she was. In this incident, she was missing for approximately 2 hours by the time we were first notified. Units initially arrived but were unable to locate her. Captain Greg Jesse was able to contact Chief Jay Craig about the situation, and he advised that he would be en route to assist with his K9 partner, Jacob, who is trained for these type of situations. Porter Firefighter Jacob Cohen assisted as a member of the Porter County Search and Rescue Team. They tracked for about an hour before they were led to a ditch that was filled with water. Ms. Friggin Mitchell was sitting upright in the water with everything below her chin submerged. She was not able to yell or speak and had mud and leaves on top of her head and in her hair, indicating that her head had contacted the ground in or water at some point as well. Corporal Elkins made his way into the ditch and even got stuck in the mud himself. With the help of Firefighter Cohen, they were able to pull Ms. Mitchell from the mud and water and onto the side of the ditch embankment. With the help of Chief Craig, the three of them were able to pull Ms. Mitchell up and out of the ditch, completely placing her on level ground and in the zone. In checking Ms. Mitchell's vitals, Chief Craig realized that she has a low heart rate. Michigan City Fire Department and LaPorte County EMS arrived on scene to continue the medical care, and she was transported from Franciscan Hospital for treatment. Based on where Ms. Mitchell was located, she was not visible from the roadway. It is highly unlikely that a passerby would have located her. With her pre-existing medical conditions, low heart rate, being stuck in the mud and submerged up to her chin in water, Ms. Mitchell was unable to help in her own rescue. Taking all this into account, Captain Jesse believes that the outcome for Ms. Mitchell would have become completely different had it not been for the actions of Corporal Mike Elkins, Chief Jay Craig, and Firefighter Jacob Cohen. There's no doubt that they saved her life that day. Corporal Mike Elkins, Chief Jay Craig, and Firefighter Jacob Cohen, your actions personify the spirit of cooperation of all law enforcement officers and emergency responders and are keeping with the highest standards of the Michigan City Police Department. For these actions, I award Corporal Mike Elkins, Chief Jay Craig, and Firefighter Jacob Cohen with this life-saving award. Thank you. Just watch your Scooby snack. All right, cool. Ready the pictures. Post.
Over here, guys.
Mary, you want to come in for it?
Yeah.
I'm always taking pictures, so can I sit next to you?
Oh, most definitely. Which side would you like?
Where's that? Come on.
Thank you. Hey, could you all stick around for a little bit? Senator Ty Young, Representative Jose Diaz, is running a little late. We might have something. Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you.
We'll move on to probationary officer reports from Lieutenant Westfall.
Morning. Got quite a few. The hiring's been really going well. Start with Officer Christopher Bartek, Officer Gary Francisco, Officer Jackson Hayes, and Officer Ryan Kuntz. They're all doing very well. Officer Bartek and Francisco have both successfully passed phase 4 of the field training program, and they are going to be attending the Police Academy starting Monday, January 15th. Officer CJ Fusco, Jackson Hicks, and Ryan Coots are all beginning phase 3 of the field training program, and they will also be attending the academy starting Monday the 15th, and will pick up after they graduate with the remainder of that program. Also Thomas Dolph, he's been in the pre-basic training through the Division Professional Standards and the training coordinator. He'll be going to the academy on Monday the 15th as well. And from there, we have Officer Alexander Henry. He's one of our other hires from October 4th. He'll be attending the IDF Academy, the State Academy, later on in January of this year. So he's doing well with all his training too. Probation Officer Antonio Gary, he already has the academy. He was a lateral. He's doing extremely well here now. And he is in the first phase of the field training program. Probation officers Cassie Cooper, Michael Jubal, and Richard Sturk are all in phase 1. They were October 30th hires as well. Not lateral, but they're in phase 1 of the academy, or the academy for the field training program. That brings us to 3 transfers we had from the lateral program. Officer Tempest Miller, Officer Zachary Wells, and Officer Noah Smith. They've been doing really well. They're operating on their own with no issues, and we recommend that they remove from that status.
We received a request from the administration just prior to those officers completing their 90 days, and so we reviewed that, and at their direction, we're going to go ahead and remove those officers from probationary status. Chief Wells, Miller, and Smith, so you can remove them from probationary status.
Thank you, sir.
Where am I going next? Under new business, I don't believe we have anything to be paid at this time, correct? Everything's been paid?
Everything's, we have anything?
All right, so we'll go to reports from the administration, starting with Chief Corley.
Talked about it, us hiring, got 6 approval. Reached out to them, kind of gave them a heads up on what to look for the next couple of weeks as far as a start date, September 5th or either September 19th.
February.
I'm sorry, February. I'm saying September. September 5th of 2024, or February 5th of 2024, but February 19th of 2024. There you go. Start date for those 6 that we signed off on at the pension board meeting and sent back to PERF.
Again, I bring our number to 72, 82, and with a possible retirement this year will be at 81, so we'll still have 3 openings, and the lateral possibly bring us close to full complement. We have an intern that started with us today. Her name is Samantha Jasinski. She's a student at Operation University, studying criminal justice, and also she was a graduate of our Michigan City Citizen Police Academy that we just had. So she'll be with us for the next 5 months, be around the station doing various duties, from collecting data for us, doing some paperwork, and then also getting some experience riding along with officers and shadowing detectives. So we're excited about having the interns. First time we've done this since I've been here for my 24 years. So see how this go, and hopefully it's help expand our hiring pool also. Some stats from December 2023. We had 3,052 calls for service, 425 case reports taken, 117 arrests. 217 arrests with 177 arrests with 156 being adult, 21 being juveniles, 29 shots fired calls, and 8 firearm seized. And also our crime suppression unit completed their year-end totals for their 6 months that they were in work. The last 6 months they've been working. They had a total arrest of 120. Total firearm seized 41, marijuana seized 45 pounds, cocaine seized 200 grams, methamphetamine seized 45 grams, heroin seized 91 grams, controlled substance seized 218 grams, other narcotic seized 11 grams, and currency seized $4,568.82. So as you can see, they actually did a very good job for us. We're in 2024. Again, happy still being a leadership role here at Michigan City Police Department. Look forward to continue to work with the Police Commission and the staff and everybody to make sure that we, make sure our community is safe and progressing. We'll continue to be transparent. We'll continue to expand our community outreach. We'll continue to train our officers to the best of their ability so we can give 100% and just be accessible and seen in the community. So again, looking forward to that. Which is my report. I'll ask real quick though, President Mansky, we have somebody else part of the presentation. Can I take that over from the Senator Tatiana's office? Okay. We can start right with that. Okay. Mr. Diaz. Good morning. How you doing? Good. If all the participants want to come forward again, please, or award winners, please. There's like 2 understood. Yeah, right. Yep. So Officer Callahan, you want to come first? We'll do that. Say one.
You mind if I just provide some quick remarks?
Yep.
All right, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of the recipients, my name is Jose Diaz, and I serve as the Regional Director of Northwest Indiana for U.S. Senator Todd Young. And I first want to begin by stating it's an honor, privilege to be here today for this solemn occasion. So we gather to recognize the unwavering dedication and heroism displayed by our local law enforcement and firefighters. As a veteran of the U.S. Coast Guard and even a volunteer firefighter in training now, I know firsthand in my own individual experiences some of the challenges that one encounters when answering call to serve in uniform on the front lines. I'm proud to join you all today here in honoring those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty, risking their lives to ensure the safety and well-being of our community. To these brave public servants, on behalf of U.S. Senator Todd Young and everyone here today, in short, we are profoundly grateful for your service. I'll be providing each of you a congratulatory letter on behalf of Senator Young, and may the recognition you receive today serve as a testament of your bravery and exceptional service here to our community and inspire many others to follow in your footsteps of valor. Thank you all.
This is Mr. Callahan.
And this letter here from the senator here says, Officer Joshua Callahan, on behalf of a grateful state and nation, thank you for your years of service to the great state of Indiana, as well as your service to your communities. Your heroic acts have earned you this life-saving award, but I know you do not do this job for recognition. You serve the front lines every day in order to make life better for the people of Michigan City. I'm truly inspired by your commitment to service. I appreciate the opportunity to express my gratitude to you and to every first responder. Finally, I would like to thank your families for their sacrifice as you answer the call to serve the great state of Indiana. I pray for you and your family's health, safety, and longevity. Congratulations on such a profound and momentous occasion. Your friend and service, Senator Kai John.
Here we have Officer Fire Chief Jay Curry, and Firefighter Jay Cole.
So it's all, or gonna do one at a time?
They're all the same incident. Yep, they're all the same incident.
So we have Corporal Elkins, Mike Watkins, Firefighter Jacob Cohen, correct? And Fire Chief Jay Craig. All right. All right, so letters are essentially the same here. This is on behalf of the great state and nation. Thank you again for your years of service to the great state of Indiana, as well as your service to your communities. As a matter of fact, this reads similar to the previous. He says, your heroic acts again have earned you this life-saving award. And he expresses his congratulations for this recognition you're receiving today. You serve on the front lines again every day in order to make life better for the people of Michigan City. Truly inspired by your commitment to service. I appreciate the opportunity to express my gratitude to you and every first responder. Finally, we'd like to thank you and your families again for answering the call to serve our great state. Again, he offers his prayers for your family's health, safety, and longevity, and again expresses his congratulations on this occasion. So I have each of you a letter here. So Mr. Elkins, Mr. Coleman, Fire Chief Jay Craig. All right. Thank you all for your service. I'd say, Senator Young being a Marine veteran, and he knows firsthand how difficult it is to wear the uniform. He's him being serving in uniform himself in his years in the Marine Corps. And more than anything, our first responders, he has a big heart for those who answer that call to serve. So when we find out about heroic acts of service from our men and women in uniform across the state of Indiana, we're always excited and pleased to offer, he's always excited to offer his regards. So thank you again for this opportunity of letting us congratulate you all and recognize you for this opportunity. We stand ready to answer the call if we can serve you all in any way we can here. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jared.
Anything else before we Chief Walker?
Again, obviously, just want to congratulate, everyone that was awarded today. Again, just another job well done, and just speaks volumes of, the service and commitment of the officers, partner agencies that we have, locally, the collaborative teamwork, to ultimately save two individuals' lives. So again, congratulations, and thank you guys for your service and continued efforts. As Chief Corley indicated, just want to give a shout out to our crime suppression unit. They did a phenomenal job throughout the summer and into the fall and winter here with some amazing statistics. So that's Corporal Matt Babcock, Officer Patrick Lewis, Detective Brock Moore. They were kind of the full-time unit, and then we had several officers, supervisors kind of filling in part-time and assisting
those guys. So again, just want to tell them great job, and keep up the hard work there. Again, it sounds like we're going to do a testing again here February 17th. So get those applications in. You can find it online at joinmcpd.com, or you can email myself, s4@dmichigancity.com, or Chief Cooney at dcooney@dmichigancity.com for more information regarding that. Looks like we're maybe set to get some inclement weather the next couple of days towards the weekend, so just remember, be mindful of the roadways, be mindful, take extra time to get where you're going. If you live on an even side of the road, 222, your address, on those even days, so on the 2nd, essentially stay off of, don't park on that side of the road, don't park on the even side of the road on even days, and vice versa, don't park on the odd side of the road during the odd days of the calendar, just to assist our street department crews and snow removal crews in getting the roads completely cleared. So again, just be mindful again with the inclement weather coming in. So again, just remember, take your time, be safe, get where you need to be in a timely manner. So I don't really have much else. So again, thank you for the commission. Again, I was saying diligent efforts over the last year on our hiring processes. We're starting to see that come through fruition here in the next several months when those probationary officers graduate from the academy and they start coming back and being effective manpower here by summertime. So we'll be excited here come summertime to have those extra officers, or don't even say extra officers, being close to a full complement, right? They're not extra. We've been running without them, so we're looking forward to that here come summertime. So again, thank you to the commission for that. That's all I have.
Good morning. Again, I want to thank and give appreciation for the life-saving awards. You both did a fantastic job. Good collaboration with all the surrounding agencies as well. A couple things to go over. I want to thank Corporal Costigan. He spent all last year as our training coordinator. We tried to get some other positions in our budget last year. It didn't quite work out the way we were hoping, so we created a position that he's going to fill for the time being. He's going to be our warrants administrator, as well as our evidence vault property manager. He's going to take over that role and kind of wear a lot of different hats. He's going to continue to help with the training division as well. So I want to thank him for all his continued efforts and everything that he does. He did a great job last year with how many people that we hired. I mean, we're talking, 19 people, in a calendar year. That's quite a bit. So he did a great job. Then we're bringing in Lieutenant King, who was in this position 2 years ago, and we'll continue that work with Lieutenant Westfall to do good things for us here in the continued year. Part of that is the continued training of our officers that have been here for a while. We partnered with the Center of Workforce Development, CWI, as well as Ivy Tech. We're going to be hosting some trainings here. There's a DISC training, which is like a personality type course. Helps you establish what kind of learner you are, what kind of people you interact with, depending on your personality. We think that would go a long way with all of our employees, and then also the same group with CWI and Ivy Tech. We're going to be hosting supervisor level training as well. It's going to work on just boosting up our supervisors for more knowledge when it comes to communication, networking, etc. That's going to be level 1 for the corporals and sergeants, and then a level 2 leadership training as well for our lieutenants and captains. In the past, we kind of just learn as you go, no matter what, with supervisors and officers as well, and we're hoping as an administration to bring in more outside trainings to develop everyone to be more successful. So we think it's going to be good here for the beginning part of the year. And then also we have our in-service training for all officers and some civilian employees as well that will be starting off here soon.
Do you have any other reports, Lieutenant?
No.
Okay. Commissioner Simmons, do you have any comments?
Yes, I do. This last year has been amazing.
really amazing. I have seen a total difference in all three of you together working as a team. And you can see it within the community, because if you go to any one of the Michigan City Police websites, you see a lot of community pictures, and I do honor that, because the community is more welcome to approach our police officers, because they know that they are actually working with us and trying to help solve any crime out there. And then trying to help, like this gentleman, find a loved one on the side of the street. And that's amazing. And y'all have did great. Amazing. Even with the new hires coming in, we retain most all of them that we bring in. We might have lost maybe 3 out of all of them that we have brought in. So that comes back on our chiefs, that we are retaining, we are keeping them, we are doing what's right to have them here in our city. So I commend all three of you. I really do.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cross?
Yeah, I just want to echo what Commissioner Simmons said. The administration, the 3 chiefs who've sort of rotated and interchanged what they do, have done a great job in the last year. I know it's supposed to be our job to hire the men and women who come on to the department, but in reality, we go through the paperwork, look it over, and then we kick it back to the officers to go out and do the background investigations, and then they train them. The current officers do that, not us. So they've done a great job, because that's a reflection of the chiefs and of their professionalism to make sure that everybody's trained in a proper manner. Not everybody's going to agree with what they do on a particular scene or an event, but that's just the way it goes. You can't satisfy everybody, and I better stop there as far as satisfying everybody. And for those who got awards today, that's not, congratulations to you. It's not to be taken lightly. When you save an individual's life, that's pretty amazing. I mean, probably like Scott and I did over the years, you just pass that stuff off, as that's part of your job. But when you sit back and relax and reflect, you've impacted at least one life and maybe more. And that hopefully will be passed on in the future, which is the way it's supposed to be in life, but it doesn't always happen that way. But it's pretty amazing to save an individual's life and have them come up and thank you later, because it will happen. And congratulations to each of you for your actions in a time when you could have gone the other way. Because believe me, we've all seen people go the other way. They're not here anymore, but they have gone the other way. You didn't. Congratulations to you on that. And thanks to the mayor for being here, and rep from Senator Young's office to thank these young men and women for what they do. And for the veterans, I know personally that Officer Callahan's a decorated combat veteran. Corporal Elkins has been deployed many times. I know the mayor's husband is a decorated combat veteran. So that's an appreciation that all veterans have when you're recognized for your years after your military service, and you continue to put that training into action to help others save lives. That's pretty amazing also. So thank you from the Senator's office, Mr. Diaz, right?
Yes, sir.
And Mayor Nelson Deutsch, is that right? Yep. Close enough for me. Or the other way around, I can't get it. I'm an old guy, Mayor, you gotta give me. But thank you, and not only from the Commission's viewpoint, but I'm sure the community, for what you do. And just continue the good work, and hopefully we'll have a hiring list by June, which would be amazing in itself. But thank you. Congratulations too. Way to go.
It's kind of hard being a third person and not being redundant, so I'll just say that I'm happy we're finally to a point where we're going to be able to have a hiring list and have a full complement of officers here to serve the community. It's going to be a good summer, I think, for Michigan City. Just to not specifically address the things, but generally, you know, every police department in this state and in this country takes some social media bashing, and this department's not immune from that. And I would like to echo some of the words from Senator Young's letter to these officers who received awards today, that nobody's ever walked through this door and filled out a job application, did it because they wanted to be rich, or see their picture in the newspaper, or be on live TV. They do this job to hopefully make a profound and positive effect in at least one person's life during their time here, and that's what people need to keep in mind. These officers who work here, they're not in it for themselves, they're in it for the people who live here. So that's what I have to say about that. What else? Congratulations again to everybody who received award today. Like I think Commissioner Kraus said, it's easy to put it out of your mind, but one day you'll sit back and you'll reflect and you'll be proud. I don't have anything else to say. Any comments from the public? I would like also to,
There is one.
I'm sorry, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just looking around to see if there's anyone else. Hi, Scott Mellon, 200 Kenwood. I have a series of questions that I'm trying to get out. First of all, kudos to those officers. That's fantastic work. Especially if that missing dementia patient was in the ditch by Cerebral Pond. That's a really steep-sided ditch. And that's why reading here, I'm kind of guessing that's where that was. Fantastic work, and thank you. With the ongoing training you're going to have, I would hope that de-escalation techniques are involved in that, and dealing with mental health people in crisis, because a lot of these calls involve mental health, and unfortunately the news is filled with reports where that has gone south. We don't want that to happen here. My questions are, Chief, you gave crime statistics, the kind of basic rundown. Do we have any publicly available reports of index crimes? Do we keep track of, our crime statistics of, index crimes, the big ones? Do we currently have any claims against the department for misconduct or excessive force? And do we have reports of over the last 5 years of any settlements we've had? Because settlements of that nature come out of the taxpayer's pocket. And additionally, with the flock cameras, which you have heard in the past I'm not a fan of, do we have reports of their effectiveness at this time? They've been in service for some time now. Very curious to see their effectiveness, as we have quite a lot of them. One last question. With the hiring bonuses that we're offering to new officers, is there any term of service required for them to maintain those? Because as I understand it, we've hired 2 people, they were granted bonuses, and for some reason those 2 are no longer with the force, but they got to keep their hiring bonuses. And do we have a communication officer where perhaps I can follow up with this, or if there's a way to get answers to these questions about the crime statistics, the misconduct, or settlements, or claims against the department, and the flock camera reports? Thank you. And thank you for all you do. The force is doing great, and it is nice to hear we're nearly at full strength.
Well, good morning, and again, congratulations to all of the award recipients. Couple of things that I'll just say in reference to some of those things. The training is awesome that you are doing. I know that we're looking at doing some of the same leadership development training with our city staff, not just the police and fire. But when it comes to mental health, and I just want to share that we do, that's why we have our social worker here. We do have a crisis intervention team. We do provide training, part of that team, where we talk about mental health crises that people encounter, and we let them walk through and do some scenarios so that they can become comfortable. They don't run across those all the time, but it is training that is provided. I know we're going to our annual conference here in DC, CATCA, here in the next few weeks, that focuses on those different things. So we do, and it's countywide, so the training that is provided is for the Sheriff's Department of Westfield, and all that. Hopefully, the fire department will become a part of that, but also a FOIA request for some of those reports if they're not there. We just want the public to know that we are transparent, but put your request in writing as well so that we can track it and so that we can make sure that the loop is closed as we move forward. So again, thank you all for your service and to the board and the commission and all the work that you've done over the last year. I know our in the office as we were talking about marketing to get people hired here and how our benefits are almost next to none and how we didn't share that enough. And I think that has really been one of those things that has been a checkbox for people as they look at Michigan City is our benefits. Our benefits are great. We've gotten the bonuses, but there's some policy changes that the administration, our administration is working through. When we start talking finance bonuses and dollars and people leaving office or leaving, there are going to be some changes that come through the Board of Works to make sure that we tighten up those policies. So you know that I have a problem with some of those things too. So we're going to work through that, but it's going to take a little time. And I just look forward to working with all of you as we move forward through the year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, just one other quick thing I forgot to say. I think the intergovernmental cooperation in those rescues was fantastic. That was great to hear. That's all. Really, that's really great. Thank you.
You can address those questions, or I don't remember.
We'll talk. We'll get your question answered.
Thank you, Chief. I'd like to avoid FOIA requests if I can. For things.
More work for you, Steve.
I just want to click on the link, man, and see some numbers.
I think the Uniform Crime Report from the FBI, I'll give you the index that you're looking for. That's all public record. I don't know how else you would get anything else from that other than FOIA requests on specific cases that you know about. So with that said, I guess we're going to adjourn the meeting. Our next regular meeting will be right before the hiring event on Wednesday, February 14th, same time, 11 a.m. in this room. Have a good day.